أهلا وسهلا بكل مشاهدينا بحلقة جديدة من برنامجكم الأسبوعي بيدازلد. حلقة اليوم كتير مميزة، وخاصة إنه أول حلقة بعام 2022، وبتمنى يكون هالعام يحمل الخير والسلام والسعادة للكل وللجميع. وعام 2021 كان عام مميز إلنا وللكل بتخيل، وإلنا بشكل خاص لأنه تم إطلاق برنامج بيدازلد. وكرمال هيك رح جمعنا لكم اليوم أهم الأشياء اللي صارت خلال مسيرة البرنامج بسنة 2021، يعني كليبات مقتطفة عن شيء له علاقة بالفاشن وبالأزياء وبالمطبخ وبلقاءات مع المشاهير والمعارض وكتير أشياء. اكسبو 2020 بطبيعة الحال كان له الحصة الأكبر برنامج بيدازلد، وكيف لا، وهو طبعا شيء ضخم وكتير كبير، حتى ما قدرنا نغطي ربعه. كرمال هيك خلونا نشوف شو قدرنا نعطيكم وشو قدرنا نغطيه بالسنة الماضية، وطبعا خلال السنة هاي رح نوافيكم أكثر وأكثر بالاكسبو 2020. خلونا نشوف هالروبورتاج سوا.
For the day is to cover the Expo 2020. Third time.
وطبعا المطبخ والاكل له حصه كمان كبيره ببرنامج بيدازلد، وكيف لا، وكل العالم بتحب الاكل. كرمال هيك قدرنا نغطيكم السنه الماضيه بعض المطاعم الموجوده بالامارات وبدبي، وبعض الاصناف والاكلات اللي بتحبوها. خلونا نشوف ونتعرف اكثر. وطبعا الفقرة الفنية واللقاءات الحصرية مع أهم مشاهير العالم وبوليوود والعالم العربي. B4U كان دائما السباقة. خلونا نشوف أهم الروبورتاجات اللي عملناها مع الفنانين. وطبعا عشاق الموضة والأزياء والمعارض وآخر الإصدارات اللي عم تصير بدبي وآخر الأحداث طبعا لهم الحصة الأكبر، وما فينا ما نكون غير بالأولوية. خلونا نشوف هالروبورتاج سوا. وطبعا لكل المتتبعين واللي بيحبوا يشوفوا اخر المهرجانات والمعارض والاحداث اللي عم تصير بالامارات وبدبي، طبعا كمان قدرنا نغطي اغلب الشيء اللي عم بيصير هون. خلونا نشوف سوا. وهلأ صار الوقت نروح لاستراحة قصيرة ونرجع نكفي حلقتنا سوا. وطبعا لما يصير الموضوع له علاقة بالمشاهير والمطربين B4U دائما السباقة لتكون وتعمل انترفيو معهم. وطبعا النجم العالمي بلازي قدرنا يكون عنا معه لقاء حصري، وطبعا ما قدر غير ما يغني ويهدي غنية خاصة B4U. خلونا نشوف سوا.
Everybody wanna know what I feel like I really wanna be here with you. It's not enough to say that we are made for each other. It's love that is Hosanna true. Hosanna, be there when you're calling out my name. Hosanna, feeling like my whole life has changed. I'm never gonna be the same. It's time we rearrange. Be for you one time, mama calling out to you. Hello.
Awesome, Blasi. Blasi, welcome to Dubai and welcome to the Expo.
Thank you so much.
How does it feel to attend, perform at a concert 2 years later after COVID?
Absolutely a blessing. It's truly, we realize this is what we're missing. This is what the world is missing. And anything actually after COVID, anything that can bring people a smile to their face, I think it's amazing. We should do it.
I have a very interesting personal question for you. So you were born Lakshmi, Narsimha, Vijay, Rajagopala, Sheshadri, Sharma, Rajitramana.
That's right.
Which part of this is Blasi? Tell us that.
So that's what happened. I grew up in Zambia, in Africa, and over there, I've always, for so many years, you've always kind of shied away from your name or your real thing or your heritage, your roots and all that. It's when I moved to India that I kind of realized that each name of that had a meaning behind it. There was a reason why my grandfather, great-grandfather, why they wanted to keep that. So like Lakshmi Narasimhan is because my grandfather was a priest at the Lakshmi Narasimhan temple in Mumbai. So Lakshmi Narasimhan. Vijaya, because I was born on Vijaya Dasami. Rajagopal is my grandfather's name, my dad's dad. Sheshadri Sharma is my great-grandfather. Rajesh, because my mom was a huge Rajesh Khanna fan.
Wow.
And so I'm Rajesh, my sister's Rekha. So she had the Rajesh Rekha, and Raman is my dad's name. So Lakshmi Narasimha, Vijaya, Rajagopala, Sheshadri Sharma, Rajesh, Raman.
So the rap then happened naturally.
Yeah, there's a song as well on it that explains this whole name.
Awesome. But has anybody ever told you that you are Snoop Dogg reincarnated?
No, man, no, and no. Snoop is still the king. It's just I think in hip hop and rap especially, it's very different from playback singing in the sense that playback singing and other kinds of singing is always based on your talent, your vocal ability to express or to sing in tune and all that. Whereas, and it can be lyrics by anybody. So you have a great lyricist who will give you the lyrics and you just learn it and sing it, which is another amazing art form on its own. But for hip hoppers and rap, it's about what's in your head. It's about what are you thinking and how would you express that, and what you're thinking, does that matter to the rest of society and the world? Which is why I think rap is so powerful, because it's all about the words and it's about the voice of the people that you are trying to bring out through your words.
Rahman sir, your association started with Baba Rap.
Yes.
So how was that? I mean, did it happen organically, or was it like one day, come on Blasi, you got to sing for us? How was that?
So it was actually like everybody, when you start off, you want to really impress as much as you can. So my Baba Rap had huge words and big complicated sentences because that's what I wanted to show him. Hey, this is my vocabulary. This is all the stuff I know. And he heard it and he said, no, I don't get it and nobody's gonna get it. So let's do something, go back to square one and tell me the Baba Rap in a way that the auto wala is gonna be able to sing it. I said, but that's English and he can't even do English, and then on top of that to do rap. He said, so how would they start? I said, like ABC. He said, right. I said, what do you mean right? He said, like ABC. So I said, that's B-A-B, B to the A. He said, that's it. That's what I want. It was that magic that he always brings, which absolutely works, because when you hear B to the A to the B to the A, and you see Rajinikanth's face, it just, everybody wants to say that. So it worked really amazing in that sense.
That was my next thing I was going to say, because then you have Baba Rap and then you have the superstar, the megastar himself walking in the frame, you know?
Yeah.
So that becomes sort of an identity.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in fact, so for many years, I started rapping in 91, and all the stuff I've been doing, pages and pages of lyrics, of songs, And finally, this 1.5 minute Baba rap has taken me around the world. I used to go on the Rahman tour in 2003. The first tour that we did was only to sing the Baba rap. You know, you're traveling the world and you just got to come out and do that 1.5 minutes of fire. So yeah, it's a blessing.
And you've also performed in so many languages, you know. Has there been a stumbling moment saying that, hey, that's difficult, I have to learn? Has that ever come across to you as a performer?
Yes, it has come, not so much with the lyrical part, because that you're in studio or you take the lyrics and you have you can say it 100 times until you are absolutely by heart with it, and then you record. Because when the audience hears it, they're only going to hear it once, and that once should be your best. But the only time I've had issues are probably with, if the lyrical content doesn't kind of say something nice, or if there's some religious angle to it or political angle to it which is hidden in the words, that's kind of like you got to take a call, because that
lately when you got to be cautious with that as well.
Right. Yes.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you so much.
بعض الكلمات اللي بنقولها وبعض التصرفات واحيانا حتى النظرات اللي بنعطيها بيكون لها تاثير سلبي علينا، مش بس علينا وعلى اللي حوالينا، وهذا الشيء رح ياثر على كل شيء، رح ياثر على شغلنا وعلى علاقاتنا الاجتماعيه وعلى حبنا لذاتنا. كرمال هيك لازم نعرف كيف نتحكم اوقات بمشاعرنا، اوقات حتى لما بنكون ما كثير مبسوطين وما كثير سعيدين، مفروض نعرف كيف نتحكم بهالشيء، لانه رح ياثر علينا اذا اظهرناه ورح ياثر على العالم اللي حوالينا. خلونا نشوف فيديو تعلمنا كيف فينا ممكن نسيطر ونعمل كنترول على هالاشياء اللي عم نحسها بشكل يومي.
Last week I shared with you what limiting beliefs are, and I'm sure all of you wrote down your limiting beliefs and returned it back to the people who gave it to you. Today we're going to understand why we have these limiting beliefs. We're always told about being positive and think good and everything, but actually in the real sense we are wired for negativity. Our mind is still in the tribes where we were before, generations back, where getting out of your tribe can get you killed. So as I say always, your mind's job is not to keep you happy, but to keep you safe. So mind is constantly looking out for danger because the mind still thinks we are in the tribes. So I can give you an example. How many of you have noticed that when you're in a group and you're in a restaurant, if one woman wants to go to the restroom, the rest of the women follow her. This is because in the tribes, a woman could not go out alone because she could get killed or she could be in danger. So now we are in civilized society, but the mind still thinks we are back there. And that's the reason why we all have issues when we want to do something which is not familiar, which means getting out of our comfort zone. Because the mind doesn't give us the energy or the excitement to do that. Let's look at some of the limiting beliefs, right? Good things don't happen to me. If I went to college, I would have got this job. If only my father was alive, I would have been super successful. So we have all these beliefs, or we have formed these beliefs to cushion us against failure. When we fail, we keep telling our mind, it's horrible, it's so painful. And the mind says, failure means painful, so I will give you everything to take you away from that. Another classic example is, I failed the exam because I didn't study. But actually, I didn't study because I know I would fail. So blame it on studying and not the fear of failure. But actually, the only way you can fail is when you don't try. As long as you're trying, we all know the saying, failure is stepping stone to success. Another limiting belief is, you might reject me, and if you do, I shall die. And this was true centuries ago, where people lived in war-torn cities, and if you did things out of your tribe, you could get killed. So if you now have the fear of rejection, like I didn't make the sale, I didn't get this job, I didn't get a promotion, or I didn't get the love that I want, doesn't matter. Bounce back. That's what all successful people do. They were rejected so many times. We all know of J.K. Rowling. How many times she was rejected before the Harry Potter script was accepted. A favorite example of mine is Meryl Streep. When she started auditioning for roles, one famous director told her, "You're not cut out to be an actress." And she said this back to him, "Your opinion is one among a sea of opinions." So remember this next time when you ask for help or ask for a raise or even express your love to someone. Rejection is only a delay in getting the next yes.
وهلأ صار وقت بريك قصير ونرجع نكفي. الثقافة كتير مهمة. الثقافة بمعنى أنه دائماً نحاول نتعرف ونحاول نقرأ ونحاول نبحث ونحاول نوسع مداركنا، لأنه المعرفة رح تخلينا نغير كتير أشياء بحياتنا، نظرتنا للأمور، ورح تخلينا حتى نتطور بالمجال المهني. كرمال هيك خلونا نشوف هالفقرة المهنية مع شين وبيتر ويساعدونا كيف فينا ممكن نوسع آفاقنا ونوسع إدراكنا، وكيف هالشي ممكن يأثر بشكل إيجابي على شغلنا.
It's career
tip
time.
And today we're talking about job scams. Unfortunately, there's a whole industry of unscrupulous people seeking to take advantage of job seekers, seeking to remove them from their money or remove them from their information that they can use for identity theft. Today, we'll talk about how to spot a job scam and how to avoid it.
Some big red flags are: number one, you get a job and you haven't even completed an interview. Reputable companies don't do this. This is a big red flag. Number two, they want to pay you before you've actually done any work. This is again a big red flag. Reputable companies don't do this. Number three, they start asking for money, $500, $1,000 to process your visa. This is 100% illegal. In Dubai, in United Arab Emirates, if anyone asks you to give them money so they can get you a job, that is a violation of the law and they should be reported immediately.
So all of those are steps within the process that you should really watch for. But additionally, it's important to understand who is the person that is contacting you. Most recruiters, the vast majority of recruiters, if they contact you for a role, they will use their corporate email account, which is usually something to do with the company name. If they're not using a corporate account and they're using some kind of public internet account, that could very well be a red flag and would indicate to me that you better do some more research. Then secondly, try to identify who is the person who is approaching you for this role. Do a Google search for them, find out their background, look on their LinkedIn profile and see are they connected with other people in the same company or the same industry. That will help you try to confirm that that person really works for the organization that they're claiming to work for. If not, they're most likely trying to scam you out of your personal identifiable information or trying to scam you out of your money.
This is
Pete
and Shane
wishing all of your dreams come true.
وهلأ بعد ما حكينا شوي بشكل جدي عن المشاعر السلبية وكيف نتحكم فيها وعن المعرفة وأهميتها بحياتنا المهنية، صار وقت نغير شوي ونطلع هيك من هالمود.
Watch me if you can for the first time in 2022. Wishing you all a very happy new year once again. Today we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite series, Cobra Kai Season 4. With Ralph Macchio reprising the role of LaRusso and William Zabka as Johnny Lawrence is back. Season 3 ended with both of them teaming up together to fight their enemy Kreese, who is now taken over Cobra Kai. Martin Kove as Kreese is as menacing, but this time he's got an old ally, Silver, who is going to be joining him at Cobra Kai. Sam is battling her issues with Tori. Tori is out of job and Amanda, LaRusso's wife, is trying to help Tori out. Robbie, meanwhile, is a favorite and a loyalist with Cobra Kai and he has his own issues with his father, Johnny Lawrence. All this and more. The All Valley tournament is around the corner. Will the best dojo win? Is it going to be Cobra Kai taking the title, or is it going to be Miyagi-Do or Eagle Fang? So Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang have their own issues again and again. Whose way is right and who's not? So this is what Season 4 is all about. Season 4 is definitely better than Season 3. Not a dull moment throughout. Hawk loses his hair and Dimitri wins. Or does he? Keep watching Cobra Kai Season 4 out on Netflix.
To the 51st annual All Valley Under 18 Karate Tournament!
Cinemas are closed unfortunately due to COVID. Films are not releasing. Jersey and RRR have been postponed. So there's yet another flick out on Netflix, a Malayalam film called Minnal Movie. Minnal means lightning, so it's a story of a Kerala superhero. सोचो लुंगी पहन के कोई सुपर हीरो कैसा लगेगा. But that's what the film is about, directed by Basil Joseph. He's just 3 films old, but he's done a wonderful job. Tobino Thomas plays Jason, a tailor who is struck by lightning and he transforms to a superhero with superpowers. At the same time, another gentleman, Shibu, gets struck by lightning, played wonderfully by Guru Somasundaram, and he also gets superpowers. One turns evil and one turns good for the people in a small village in Kerala. The story is about a superhero. It's 2 hours 40 minutes roughly, but the screenplay is so beautiful that there's not a dull moment in it. Femina Joseph plays Bruce Lee. Her character name is Bruce Lee because she teaches karate, but she's not a superhero. Tovino is a superhero. His father used to be in theatre playing superhero. The character was Minnal Murli. That's how he gets his title. So he then gets inspired by his nephew who tells him to ape Superman and Spider-Man and Batman and everybody else. Towards the end of the film, he also gets a cape and a costume of his own because he's a tailor. But what a wonderful film, full of action, full of comedy, and a must-watch. It's out on Netflix now. Lastly, for all you Harry Potter fans, it's the 20th anniversary, so there's a Harry Potter reunion. We have all your favorite characters coming together, like the Friends reunion we had early this year. This is out on HBO as well. Do give it a watch. There's a lot of nostalgia attached to it for the last 20 years, how Harry Potter came into being and how J.K. Rowling's novel got cinematic experience and how it became a favorite of almost half the world's population. It's out now. Do give it a watch.
It's a strong bond that we'll always have.
So there you go. You have a series, you have a film, you have a reunion, all of that at the cozy comfort of your home. Do give it a watch and I'll see you next week. Until then, watch me if you can.
ولهون بتكون خلصت حلقتنا لهالاسبوع، بس موعدنا بيتجدد الاسبوع الجاي بحلقة جديدة، وبتمنى لكم مرة تانية عام سعيد للجميع.